And welcome in. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host, your virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, is my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, I need Tito's cranberry orange juice. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I am drinking some ginger ale. I'm just doing something a little bit basic because my stomach wasn't feeling too well after 12 straight days of drinking. So we are here. Well, Nikki, Seth Rollins wins the men's crown jewel title. John Cena has claimed his 100th PLE victory, and Stephanie Vaquer has become the women's crown jewel champion. It is Sunday. What's today's date? October 12th, 2025. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. If I could find our intro. I don't know where it went. There it is.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
To the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's ready more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in, everybody. Happy Sunday, fun day. We are here. It's Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. If you are new here, smash the old like and subscribe. If you are a regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, we are covering Crown Jewel Perth from yesterday's morning affair. But yes, a lot to get to on the evening. Any overall thoughts on the PLE before we get into all the craziness? So
I think Mikey touched on it, like Clash in Paris. That it just kind of feels that like all of these, like you're spending $30 and only getting 5 matches and so many fucking commercials. I think this is the better of the PLEs that we've had lately. But I feel like we need, as much as I love a short, like there needs to be the happy medium. Like TK is too long, TKO is too short. Like let's meet in the middle. Because I just feel like the Damian Priest, Aleister Black, like that, the last man standing match on SmackDown should have been on this pay-per-view as well. But I don't know. I think it's, again, they have some matches that I have issues with, and then the one that was completely fun that everyone needed in their life. So I don't know. It's mixed bag as per usual.
Yeah. Reese likes 8 to 12. 12 hours, Jesus.
I'm like 7.
I have a feeling Reese is gonna say that he really loved this because I feel like this PLE, and I was sick yesterday, so I was dozing in and out through it, but I really enjoyed what I saw, and I feel like if you're a wrestling fan, like a purist, you would have loved this because there's a lot of great matches. Welcome in a couple people while they're here. Joho. Joho. We heard his Joho song. It's great. Reese is here, obviously. Rusin. Welcome back, Rusin. The other Joe. Joe, how many YouTubes do you have? It's a very confusing time.
Being invaded by Johos.
Being invaded by the Johos. Unbelievable. But Nikki, again, we're covering Crown Jewel Perth. Overall, again, I thought it was a pretty solid card. But I guess we'll go. Well, before we start, do you want to go over predictions, or do you want to go through
whatever you want to do?
The overall score.
Well, this we also predicted 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yes. So 2 weeks.
And I still kind of all right. So I know you won.
Yes.
I still sort of stand by Tiffy, and I really, when we get to that match, I'll say my feelings on it. But whatever. I guess Stephanie's fine. I feel like AJ should have won, but I get it was John Cena's like 100th thing, and I guess if I remembered that when we were predicting, maybe I would have went Cena. But I still stand behind Tiffy. And then we didn't do Roman Bronson.
Yeah, we both would have picked Bronson. Though.
Yeah.
Not even though he won. I know everyone's like, oh, but we would have both picked Bronson.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, do you want to pick on Monday when we did the Bermuda Triangle show?
But we're like,
or conspiracy show.
Because it said like again, just kind of clipping through quickly when we had internet. It said, I think Meltzer said that like it was going to be a stipulation, but it didn't say which one yet. So we weren't gonna. We're sitting too close. Your chair pinched my arm.
Unbelievable.
My work laptop died. I have a new laptop that's doing updates that it's like, this is going to take a while. And then my phone has backlash or reverb.
Backlash. Has WWE backlash.
I don't know. Probably Joe knows whatever word I'm trying to say.
Yes,
whatever
so she's having
So we're too close.
Joe's doing a lot of technical stuff. He said his 2 channels, one's watching TV, one's on his laptop. I don't know that. One's sending smoke signals. But yeah. So let's get to it, Nikki. We'll start. Bronson Reed ends up with a big victory. Sorry. I don't know. I'm a little I feel like I've been late. My slides are a little out of order with you right next to me. So
I from here rearrange your slide.
You're throwing me off. But yes, Bronson Reed becomes just the second person.
But is that true though?
To pin Roman Reigns in the last 2 years? 2 years.
It was more than that. But didn't Solo get something over on him? And then I think Seth got that DQ victory or whatever. It wasn't DQ or count-out victory, whatever it was at that Royal Rumble a couple years ago. I guess 5.
Well, it's a pin. He's a pin. It's only the second time he's been pinned.
Yeah. But
yes, Bronson Reed gets the big push that we were all talking about that he needs to get with this victory. Now, there's a lot of shenanigans that went on in this match.
Of course.
As there always is. The Usos show up, as I kind of mistakenly slided on earlier. But then after, Braun Breaker comes out to try and aid Bronson. They do the double power bomb. The shield bomb. Is it called the shield bomb?
Yeah, because they're like, oh, they used his own move against him. I was like, well, 2 other people were in that. But apparently on Monday, Roman told the Usos, do not get involved, do not come out.
Yes.
Then, of course, Braun Breaker 19 comes flying in. That he does that so well, and he comes like behind comms to come flying, and I really love when he does that.
Rusev just poor gameplay. You're not getting played for everything. Unbelievable.
Babe.
All these unbelievable. But yeah, so they come in, shieldish, power bomb. Then the Usos come out to save their cousins. I just put it this way. Ultimately, it leads to a miscue. Where can I find it? Oops, is that it? Nope. There it is. Where Jey spears Roman through the table. And this obviously starting to set up
dissension.
Seeds of dissension for the future. Overall thoughts on this, and I do have a couple comments and a couple questions because what are your thoughts on this? Do you like this? And
I don't want to cut you.
And no. And where's it going?
Well, I just feel like I saw, because I'm trying to read these comments. That Reese had said he thought Roman was moving slow, but I feel like that's also a Roman Reigns match now. Like he's kind of plotting, and now he's moving up to the crowd, and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to get at the table? Like acknowledge me." I feel like that's like a Roman match now. That it's got to be some stipulation so he can like walk around and do his thing.
The guy is old Reese now. He's just like close.
And again, he's this part-time gig.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I feel like this is what the match needed to be. I loved that Jey did spear Roman. Then this is going to go off into their little feud. And then I don't know. with us getting it on ESPN, they were showing Roman talking to the Usos at the end, and he's like, "I don't want to see y'all till Christmas."
Mm-hmm.
And then like Jey left Jimmy in the ring, and he was all upset. So like, is this like a sort of catalyst to finally this Jey heel turn?
Well, yeah. So
because I think it's different now, having Jey be the heel and Roman be the face, and have that feud go back into that feud and have like the different dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It's easier to get over as a face, and I think Jey right now at this point in time, I mean, he's super over. I get it, but it's starting to get to the point where it might be stale. So that is the question: what's next for Jey Uso? Is that heel turn finally coming? Because he says, I don't want to see you till Christmas. That would be, nice because he never got over on him when he was in the Bloodline. Like he challenged him for the belt, the one a couple times. Right?
The first tribal rule.
Tribal chief. Or the Ulafal.
The tribal rules.
Yeah. So is that another? I don't know. It'd be an interesting layer to add to it again if they have a legitimate long-term feud that wasn't around the leadership of the Bloodline. I don't know because I think. Again, like Roman could go away at any moment time to do anything,
Yeah, but it also, because again, I didn't rewatch, but I saw the memes of Jey Uso and CM Punk in the ring, and they would look like Cosmo and Wanda from the Fairly Odd Parents. So, and then also the rumors of who's supposed to be in the War Games match. Like, is this going to be like a quick match on the November 1st Saturday Night's main event? Just so we can get to War Games, or is it going to be something post War Games? There's just so many pay-per-views and things that are PLEs and special events we have to get through. Like, is this a Royal Rumble match? It's just, I don't think it's a Mania match if they're, well, I don't know.
With Jey and
Roman.
I think it could be. It could definitely be. If it's built up the right way, I mean, they have years and years of history and family ties. I don't see why it wouldn't. But
because rumors is Jey would be in the War Games match, but I don't think Roman would be. But even like Roman Reigns' contract, you'd be like, yeah, no, I don't need to be in there.
So from that probably was the biggest. I would argue the biggest drama of the like storyline drama of the night, possibly. I mean, they planted seeds. We'll get to Seth Rollins in the main event, but that to me seemed like the most storyline driven moment of the night. Everything else was like clear cut. Who's the better wrestler? Right? Like everything else, and then maybe the Asuka storyline, which is something that we'll talk about shortly. But before that, they bleed into Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton. Nikki, this was the big difference between me and you on predictions and who was going to win and why, because who had the bigger ceiling or brighter future. I think I put when we did the show 2 weeks ago. I thought for me what I expected from the two of them, but there were some confusing points in this match because you and I were talking, some of them, and you know how I feel about faces and heels, someone needed to be a heel in this match, and I think it probably, and you and I should have been Tiffany, because I think Stephanie's got so much momentum behind her.
Stephanie was wrestling as the heel in this match. Tiffany went out to shake her hand, and then she, kicked her. Stephanie definitely wrestled as the heel, when I think she's a more natural babyface. Obviously, the promo afterwards, or the interview afterwards, versus how Tiffy should be. And I think the beginning was a little like a different match than we've seen Tiffy, because it was very technical. And the wrist lock and the reversal and the wrist lock and the headlock to a wrist lock to a headlock, and that's very usually not Tiffany's style. But I feel like that's what the basics that they all learned in NXT. So I know she can do it. It just felt weird. The match just felt weird to me, because again, I feel like the roles were reversed. And it's one thing because when Stephanie did win, and then she did the promo of thanking everyone, and everyone's behind her, and she loves everybody, and everyone loves her, and blah blah blah. But then when Naomi went and she was having that interview with Big E, and then she got upset and got emotional, and it felt real, and then she went back right into heel mode. I feel like Stephanie wrestled as a heel the whole match, and it was like, "Thank you, love you all, bye." I'm like, that didn't.
Yeah, it was weird that she didn't shake her hand and then comes out almost seemingly wrestling as a heel, but ultimately
a babyface promo win.
Yeah, a babyface promo win. The match itself. So Reese is talking about. Had to throw that up. Could not throw that up. Reese saying champion versus champ, but the crown jewel title means nothing. Was it delayed squash? I don't think so. I thought Tiffy got her spots in, and then she.
I did like
at the wrong times.
I did like her kind of cartwheel into the Alabama Slam. That was different. She hasn't, the Alabama.
She's been doing that.
No, not the cartwheel into it. Like Alabama Slam has been in her move, but her to do the she did the cartwheel turn and then hold Stephanie up. I don't think she's done.
I've seen her do it once or twice before, but not as recently. Linda T's here. Get ready. But yes, so Stephanie Vaquer.
And then the way Triple H
has already a fan club.
She does. When we have to find out her people's names. But then I don't know if you have a picture, when she won, Triple H held her for a very long time and then was whispering in her ear, and then they went forehead to forehead for a while, and I was like,
it was a little weird.
A little intimate. It was a little different. I don't know. But I get it. I know she's the big person that you're building up. But I also feel like Tiffany kind of needed something. I love Tiffany. She's 280 something days as champion. But we kind of need something. Again, they listed off. She beat Trish Stratus. She beat Charlotte Flair. She's been beating Nia. She's been beating Jade. And then kind of Stephanie out of nowhere comes and beats her. It was her first defeat in 2025. So I'm just kind of I don't want to say, because you guys in squash and burials and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go that far. But maybe this does her a disservice a little bit.
I don't think so. I think Stephanie.
Probably.
2 minutes around. I just think Stephanie Vaquer needed more. They've given her so much momentum. Again, they've given Tiffany as many wins as they could give her in a row at this point in time. To give her, it didn't necessarily make sense. It made Stephanie kind of a double champion. And that belt is so huge.
But she was already a double champion in NXT less than 6 months ago.
Yeah, but it resets when you get to the main roster.
You're a reset.
Exactly, Reese. The title is so big. I don't know why it doesn't drag her down. It is very gaudy.
I know. It's and then in the ring, it's so extra.
But ultimately, I thought it made sense to have Vaquer. Again, I thought just the momentum, everything else, and maybe this triggers a heel turn for Tiffy.
She should. She's a natural heel. She was a heel in NXT. I get her turning on Nia, but again, I think they make her more tweensies. And again, her match with I can't remember.
He said, "How many channels has that belt?" Steve, you have a new picture. I think that was from 90s Wrestling Con. It might have been Steve's 90s Wrestling Con photo.
When he was
when Steve was co-host. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, Reese, I know you put it in the chat. So fantasy, we're getting caught up. Lisa and Steven did points while we were away. So I'm catching up on that. All of fantasy results. I do have the results for the regular season, but I'm going to do all of fantasy for the last week of the regular season, and the playoffs, and the championship on Friday. And we'll do the big reveal of the champion on Friday. And get caught up with that. But yeah. Sorry, what were we talking about? I don't know how we got off on that tangent. But
we're just talking about how the belt is super big and gaudy, of course, because it's your big crown. I don't know. But it's not a jolt like Stephanie, because I do, but I just kind of feel bad for my Tiffany.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So move along. I think this was right before the main event, but I put it out of order. But we'll start.
Yes,
this is the one you correctly predicted, because you said Rhea was not losing.
Mommy is not losing on her birthday in Australia, let alone her. So, yeah, this mama was right.
There's Joe. There's not been a crown jewel. There's only been 2. So, so Rhodes would have been the only Rhodes, and I guess Liv Morgan.
Yeah, Liv Morgan and Cody Rhodes won last year. Now this year was Stephanie and Seth.
But yes. So anyway, ultimately, I thought, to me, this was a big miss because I know Rhea, her hometown, everything else, but Asuka and Kairi Sane, they have the storyline seemingly building up, and Asuka's kind of just abusing her friend, for lack of a better term, and ultimately in the finish, Kairi takes the bullet, so to speak, for.
No, she definitely did.
Yeah, she takes the kick for Asuka and takes the fall for her. Which I think this is something that could have been saved for later in the storyline. Like, I don't think this storyline is truly developed enough to the point where, like, I think they needed a win to justify Asuka and the heel turn, to at least give her a little bit of momentum before, so that because this is ultimately to build up Kairi, I think, and to ultimately turn when Kairi turns to change the tide in her favor that way. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I have to disagree with you because I feel like, again, Kairi took the pin. So again, Io didn't beat Asuka, and also, like, this is building up to Io Asuka 1-on-1. And I think after this, because again, it would be like, you didn't beat me, you pinned Kairi, you needed Rhea. And also, for a majority of this match, they beat the two of them. Like, the Kabuki Warriors were the stronger in this. And like, they kept saying that on comms that, like, oh, they're a built-in tag team. They know, they just know each other. They're so in sync. They're so this, they're so that. So, like, they did the beatdown. Like, Rhea and Io took a beatdown. Mostly Io, because of course Rhea's going to get the hot tag. But again, like, I don't think this is out of order right now. I think this is building to Io Asuka, and I think this is just a stepping. There's always a tag match before the.
Steven says long-term storytelling. Steve, when you call in, you're going to have to tell me whether you agree with me or not on this. Like, that it was a little. I don't think the storytelling. I think it's a little rushed. I think, again, there's some time. Like,
this is
spot,
bubbling for forever. Back when.
No, because Asuka and Kairi haven't been on their own long.
Io was with
some success on their own.
Io was with, because then, it was Io and that was the whole. I'm forgetting their name. Damage Control, and then when Asuka came back from injury, she didn't know if she can trust Damage Control or not, and then they like brought her in. So I feel like they have that whole dynamic with this, and then they were talking about when they were a tag team and. In Japan, they brought up that lore that like Asuka was a main person, and not I don't want to say like Master Senpai sort of thing, but like basically those terms. So I don't know. I think we're getting there. I don't know.
I think there's still more. I mean, maybe I don't know, because if Kairi's going to get any sort of push out of this towards like a main event scene or title,
who Kairi Sane?
Yeah, maybe.
I think she's kind of again, and that's also the big thing when Kairi turns on Asuka is going to be huge. And I saw someone had that. I was like, I'm sure it's some anime that I don't know, but they had the picture of like Asuka and Kairi, and it was like Kairi in one of the signs of the crowd.
Oh yeah.
So again, I think there's more layers to this. I think you kind of just had this on the card and put Rhea in there because you're in Perth. You want Rhea to have a big match. She's winning on her birthday. Ops. But I think again this is going to go the other way between Kairi, Io, and Asuka.
Yeah. I don't know. I just again I like to see a little bit more long term. But it is.
I think this has been going okay.
I know you'd say it's been going on for a while, but to me it still seems fresh enough to do it. But all right, so we're going to move along to, I think, what was the most fun match of the night.
Yes.
John Cena wins his 100th PLE match, defeating AJ Styles. But, Nikki, your overall thoughts on this match?
I loved it. Why wasn't John Cena's whole year just this? Fun matches and callbacks and just two guys that have this chemistry to pull off such an incredible match. And I know I'm gonna contradict myself about like all the finishers mean nothing and all the kickouts, but this is like that nostalgia match that we needed, and it's just a sort of like a palate cleanser. And like, this was so good. This was so fun.
Well,
and I never thought I would say that about, like, again, prior to his retirement, not the biggest Cena fan, but like this little run, especially this match, like this whole year should have been this. Like, give me the him and Sami Zayn match, this match, like all the little, like him as a face doing callbacks would have been so much better than this road we down with The Rock and Cody. But like, we've already had that debate, how terrible this was. But
so Michael Cole said you're not going to see anything like this ever again or whatever. And you're right, just because again, it was like all the callbacks that they had were not only to both of them retired. So, and Styles spent 15 years in TNA. So he comes out and Styles is wearing TNA gear, which is awesome. It's a good callback to all that. And you're like, oh, why are you wearing shorts? I'm like, that, his AJ's phenomenal stuff. And just all the moves. He did the Angel's Wings, the Katina Clutch for Joe. I'm trying to think of.
He did the Scorpion Death Drop.
Like all the greatest hits on both sides. So it was a nice homage to both of them. But yeah, Cena pulling out literally all the stops with skull crushing finale. I mean, Walls of Jericho.
And then I don't know about you guys, but there was not a dry eye in our house when he pulled him down to the Sister Abigail, like goosebumps. And then he went down and did the kiss and the twerk, because Bray did it so forcefully and so smooth and so good. And I feel like Cena just hit that so beautifully. And then the crowd with the fireflies and then singing his song, and then they zoom in on John Cena's face and he's looking up, and it's just like, and then a Cole yells out, God bless or rest in peace. No, I think it was God bless Bray Wyatt. He said something, but I'm just like, tears. I'm like tearing up just thinking about it. But this was my Big Nick energy moment of the night. Like, it was just so fitting and so beautiful, because I feel like John Cena and Bray did have this very sweet relationship. And again, I've watched the Firefly Funhouse probably more times than people should. But I just feel like it was such a beautiful thing to him, and I don't know, stamp it.
Nikki, Big Nick energy moment of the night. The Bray Wyatt Sister Abigail's kiss from John Cena.
It was so good.
And I almost did one too for this one. This was honorary mention for my Big Nick energy moment, was the RKO, and then he almost pumped too.
Well, it was the DDT, the draping DDT, and then everyone started chanting RKO. So we did like the pounds in the mat, and then hit the RKO, which was so fun. And then you see him in the corner, like he's about to do the punt, and then of course AJ intercepts. And then when the crowd started chanting 619.
And then dropped him in.
And then AJ goes into the ropes, and you see John run back. I was like, is he going to try to do this right now? And luckily, AJ jumped up and hit him.
But I feel like he's going to try it before the end of his career. He's going to try it one time just to see
if he can do it.
Yeah. But yeah, again, this match was an absolute blast. Again, it's the fun John Cena that we didn't get to see.
And then in the beginning, because like he has Alicia Taylor read out for him, and then they showed Cena giving her a piece of paper when she read out AJ's thing. Like, I don't think AJ knew when it was like the ace and the boss of the Bullet Club, and he went, "Oh shit!" Like,
yeah, that was a good stuff.
Yeah.
Reese is also saying sweet chin music. Forgot about that.
Yes, I was like, there's so many other
Reese
ones.
thinks he hit it better than Shawn Michaels' version. I don't know about that.
Oh my god.
Shawn in his prime, no one hit a super kick better than Shawn Michaels. Reese.
I know, but now like everyone hits this. But it was just like, again, all these little callbacks that were just like, why couldn't his nostalgia run be this? Again, like, and it's another one of those matches that basically was in the ring the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's like the Royal Rumble match is the one that they didn't go outside that everyone loved. And it's just like, oh, this is the John Cena I wanted to see. Not the shitty one we got at WrestleMania.
Still liked a little bit of that heel turn.
No.
But ultimately, Cena hits a tombstone then. I forgot about that. He hits a choke slam later on. Later on, but earlier. And then eventually decides he's going to finish off AJ Styles with a tombstone pile driver. A little throwback to The Undertaker there. I can't find it. And then eventually hit him with the AA, but leading to his 100th PLE victory.
I don't know. This match was good.
Oh, good. The greatest hits. Thanks and good night. Joe-Ho, it was good. It was a good match. It was a great match.
Being positive pickles on this.
Yeah. But, all right, Nikki, let's get into it. The main event of the evening.
You gotta go lay down, pickle. You gotta go lay down.
Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins 0 for 3 against Cody Rhodes in singles matches. And Nikki, Seth finally. Well, before we get it, will he finally get over the hump? What were your thoughts on this match?
I liked it. I wish Seth didn't have to use the watch. I think this was better than that Drew Cody match was dog shit. I think so. At least Cody seems back to being Cody. I think they pulled out so much crazy stuff again, like the vertebraker, the I don't know what your moment is, so I don't want to steal it.
Well, no. I mean, they pulled out a lot of spots. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was saying my, I guess should be Big Dick Energy moment was the coast to coast.
Oh, I do have. That was not my Big Nick Energy.
Oh,
but
I went for the nice sappy one because I feel like but like, oh my god, that flying headbutt was crazy, man.
Yeah, well.
And then also,
I mean, Seth, you forget how athletic Seth is.
He's so goddamn good. I fucking love him so much. I know I love you too, but you gotta go lay down. I'm trying to lay down.
Reese said the main event was dreadful. He did not like it.
Cody. Is it Cody? Because I don't think it's Seth. Because the Cody Drew match last PLE was awful. Does Cody need to turn heel? Does he need to go away for a little bit? Because it's like, is it Seth carrying everyone once again? Yes, baby, I know.
No, because I think Cody's so over that I think he just to me it's Cody's just more of an older, like a modern wrestler, old school wrestler. He does a lot of like old school matches, so I don't think there's anything stale about what his act is. Yeah, eventually he's gonna go heel, but I think that'll be a new version of it. A version of him, and I think the freshened version of the character. But to me, I think he's still top of form. Like his matches are still very interesting to me. Everything has something new. Every time he does something, it's a new old throw.
I love the crossroads off the top rope, which was crazy again. The vertebraker. He went to do the gold dust slap, but then the second time he went and kicked him in the face. I thought that was different. Again, anything that Seth does off the top rope, he didn't hit it, but he did the 4.
So speaking of top rope, so you thought that the springboard was my Big Nick Energy. No, mine, as we get to the end of this match, was actually Cody Rhodes. Because I thought this spot, the crossroads off the top rope, is so incredibly difficult to do that, like, watching the setup of it and how he had to set up and then just keep himself like arced and back arced on the ropes before this turn is, to me, was the two of them. The two,
and then go on.
But no, this is just something that not many people can do, and
your tag's hanging out.
This is why we sit further apart.
I know.
But to me, too touchy. It's off. Unbelievable. But yeah, so to me, this is an incredibly difficult spot to pull off, and I know there were some other really great moments in this match, but to me, this was my Big Nick Energy.
Being on this side of the speaker.
Yeah, like it.
And then also, like, Cody having to keep Seth, like, his forearm under Seth's head so when they land.
Mhm.
Also, they did a Spanish fly. You know me, I'm never going to not pop for a Spanish fly. But two of them are over 6 foot.
I always get that thick spot for you because I know.
I do love it. And then the two of them are just like, I don't know. I know this is, I don't know. Like, I get what Reese is saying, but I don't think it's as bad as the Drew Cody from last, 3 fucking weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. But yes, so ultimately
One more thing.
Yeah.
Also, you know, my man Seth can dress, and having the callback to the tights of the Dusty tights and the lace, it was like the polka dots from Dusty, and the lace in between is the from the pants that he wore at Mania with Cody's re-debut or return. So those are the two he wove into his zebra pants, and I was here for it.
Nice. So, yeah, because Nikki's all about fashion. So
my wrestling shirts and my big Barth hair.
It's a very big deal. But ultimately, yes, you mentioned it earlier, the watch, which you knew when he showed up wearing the watch, or when they talked about it earlier in the promo a couple weeks ago, that something was going to happen with the watch. And it's a nice storytelling because he's gotten his ass kicked by a watch a couple times this year, Cody Rhodes. So he hits him with the watch and then ultimately sets up a corner curve stomp. Well, double curve stomp, but he hits him a second time. Leading to Seth Rollins becoming our crown jewel champion.
And then was it Jackie Redmond? Was it Jackie or Kathy? Whoever. I think it was Jackie. When he like took the mic from her and he was like, "Oh, you people, blah blah blah." So I don't know. I'm glad it wasn't Cody back to back, and I feel like I don't know. People are saying he's going to lose to Punk on November 1st, and I hate that immediately. I think Seth should carry it to Mania and then drop it to Punk at Mania. Night 1 main event.
I can be okay with that. I can be down.
Or night 2. I think night 1 have a ladies match, and night 2 be Punk Seth.
Not that bad.
Early prediction.
But yeah, so the only other thing that I will say about this is they did sow the seeds, despite the fact that Seth won, because Bronson Reed did, in fact, win, and Paul Heyman always rides the hot hand. He did mention, if Seth Rollins loses, well, you know what's going to happen. So
you took it, I took it as they would come out and beat up Cody. Do you think they'd come out and beat up Seth?
Yeah, because what Heyman said in the original part of the promo was, you've proven that you are, and you, like, because he already said Braun basically was the future, but he said you proved tonight that you are the future as well, a future main event or whatever. And then he goes, well, what happens if, and he goes, if Seth calls for you in the back, we're not coming out. And he goes, all right. And if Seth, wins, blah, 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 we have a party, but what if he doesn't win? So he goes, I think you know. And I think that means that they're already planting the seeds for the Vision.
I just think I want the Vision to cook a little longer, because then maybe he doesn't lose the belt to Seth, and then you have the Triple H Batista moment between Seth and Breaker. Maybe I prefer that, but I know, I don't know. There's too many ways this to go. But I guess
I feel like they're not going to repeat that they could do a triple threat, because Bronson feels like now he's in that same echelon. They all are equals. They were both the future, right? And we're all in the same, playing field.
Yeah. There's also now, if you listen to Ravy Davey, that Austin Theory is going to come back and join the Vision, because he was one of the original. And I was like, oh, that side. It was like, bring back Buddy. I'd rather, but Buddy re-signed with AEW. But why?
Yeah. So it's just a question I throw out there because, again, like Heyman always planting seeds and trying to be one step ahead in the plans, always seems to betray somebody ahead of time. So I don't know. Are they already planning that out? Maybe. Nikki, it's just about that time as we are getting ready to put a wrap on our end, but open up the phone lines here. Let me just pop this up. Boom. But Yeah, let us know as we open up the phone lines here what you're drinking, what you're thinking about WWE Crown Jewel Perth yesterday morning.
Oh yeah, and Raw is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, just remind me. Thank you for reminding me.
So no spoilies because I was going back to work tomorrow.
No spoiler. Well, I'll try not to. But Nikki, I will tell you. So one thing I'm planning because you're going back to work tomorrow. Unfortunately, whatever should happen. But I have a little extra time. So since 8 a.m. tomorrow, I'm not really doing anything. I think I'm going to do a watch along for Raw from 8 to 10. So we'll see how that goes. So if you're available, want to chime in, listen in the background as you're doing some writing, working, whatever it may be, feel free. Maybe I'll open up the phone lines and call in. We'll see how it goes. Just a little solo. Opening up the show, Nikki.
Yeah.
Building the channel.
I'll be reading the 4,000 emails that are sitting in my inbox if my computer turns on. Hopefully it does. Because I don't know if I'm hoping I can, because apparently in New Jersey we're supposed to get this crazy storm. Still waiting for it to happen, but I'm supposed to go to the office tomorrow.
Yes.
And if my laptop doesn't turn on, I really need to go to the office.
That could be a nightmare.
It's just the hits just keep rolling, baby.
I know. Well, Nikki.
Speaking of hits.
Yeah. What's it? All right, Nikki. Phone lines are open. First up, our trivia champ from overseas, Little Reese Lightning. What's up, Reese?
What's happening, people?
Going out.
What are you drinking? What are you thinking, fella?
Usual. Always Pepsi Max. Always Pepsi Max. How was your holiday?
Pretty interesting.
It was a weird old 10, 12 days.
Yeah. We've been circling around a hurricane that just seems to be following us everywhere. So it's been a very interesting.
Maybe that's a sign.
Girl, there's been some signs.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what the hurricane means. If it's following you, then you might need to call in Molly Holly to tame that thing. It's good. Good to see you both, though. It's obviously good to see you. I mean, Crown Jewel's something. I know I'm going to be like one of the only an opinion of this, but I think Crown Jewel is just a one-match show. Like, I think when you look at the whole show in context, bar one of the weirdest Walls of Jericho attempts I've ever seen, where it looked a little bit like the walls of Jiffy Lube because it looked weird. Honestly, I think Crown Jewel was literally just Styles versus Cena, and I think I'll say this as well. I'm not comparing it figuratively in sense of the match situation, but WWE, in my opinion, they did a WrestleMania 18 mistake in a way. Like, in hindsight, they've actually made a mistake. They've put their Hogan Rock equivalent before the main event when it should have been the main event. I think Styles versus Cena should have closed the show.
It very well could have. I mean,
you should have opened with Cody.
Yeah, they should have done. And all that. I don't know if you saw it, but the amount of ad breaks that kept coming up on Netflix. Well, I don't know if you saw it on Netflix, but I know I did. there was like 7 or 8 Netflix breaks alone after like promo videos and stuff, and I'm like, come on, well, they call it PLE, I call it pay-per-view, but like, I still call it pay-per-view, and I'm like, what is with all these ad breaks on pay-per-view? What is this? What nonsense?
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm just saying, I was confused because we watched it on delay. We didn't watch it live. But we watched it live when the WrestlePalooza one, we saw all the adverts. When we did the rewatch, it just said, like, it's in commercial break and played this awful elevator music for, like, 5 minutes.
Oh, it's so bad, eh?
So, like, I don't know, just because we watched it on the rerun and we didn't watch it live. I don't know.
It's cringe.
It felt like we were back on the boat with all the blue and the green screens and just like the beaches. And I was like,
yeah,
put me to sleep because you're working.
That's a good way to that's a good way to describe it. I did think though, when you look at like, I don't normally praise Cena because everyone knows I just don't like him, but I do think the match itself is a match that it was never planned. Like they can try and gaslight people all they want. Like anyone with a brain that's got more than one cell that works knows that was definitely not planned. They pivoted because of the amount of rightly deserved criticism they got for how awful Lesnar versus Cena was. They're like, everybody knows you stunk the joint out more times than one. They had to pivot. So what do? They go to somebody that goes, okay, who's an opponent for Cena that he's worked with before that's not embarrassing, that won't embarrass anyone? Who's the right choice to make it work? Let's go for AJ. There's no embarrassment guarantee on the plan, so we'll just do it and then hope that people will buy in going, it was part of the plan.
Do you think anyone believes it was part of the plan?
I think there's someone out. You know, there'll be someone out there that believes it's part of the plan, and we can just laugh at them the whole way through. Like, no, like there's logic. They had no choice. They had to do it because they saw how bad it was, and like, we've got to do something to try and save face. And the match, apart from, as I say, like that Walls of Jericho that just looked so bad, I think match pacing was different. The fact that it nearly went 30 minutes is a good thing. Like, but I do think it was the wrong order. That should have closed the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, obviously, you stand by your Tiffany Stratton selection, Nikki, which I absolutely understand, but I honestly don't think that match did either woman any justice. I think both women were rushed. I think it was badly rushed. I think Tiffany Stratton, with all due respect to her, I think she was made to look like a fool because she was overdone on the gymnastics stuff that she can do really well, because that's what she used to do. I think they made her rush for that because it looked a little bit off step. I know this sounds harsh because I'm a fan of women's wrestling, but I hold it to the highest standard. When I look at it, they were rushed. And I will say, in the respect, I do feel sorry for them, but I do think the way they done that, it was far too quick. That looked like a delayed squash to me. Because the minute that Alabama slam was hit, that was it. The match was over.
It did
Vaquer was like, all right, cool.
It did seem a little short to some extent. Like I thought I might see
10 minutes, 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, I thought I might see a few more false finishes, but to me, like,
yeah,
in the time they were given.
I'm hoping she's not hurt though, because that swanton on the knees, that didn't look like I was expecting like a delayed counter, but I don't know if she just got her trajectory wrong or she dived too near, so she didn't get a lot of body rotation. But I don't think she was meant to get knees into the back of the head. I'm thinking it was meant to be knees into the back. But again, I could be wrong. But with the way it looked at to me, if you're going to counter a swanton bomb, you don't need them in the back of the head or the neck, especially when it's your ball joint. That's going to hurt someone, let alone both.
True. Although I would say, in defense, different move, but AJ does do that and did later in the night, that Death Valley driver neck breaker thing that he did to Cena. So, like, there is some sort of, I don't think it's a great.
I agree.
But, yeah. I mean, I think a top rope move is different.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Like, Did it just look to me, but like, see when Cena did the torture rack and he went for the powerbomb, did it look like he was struggling to hold Cena a little bit, like holding Cena's weight? You know, when he's yanking him down, and then he actually does a rotation. It looks like his back's splitting a little bit. Like, obviously, makes me cringe about back issues myself. But if you notice a little bit, if you go back and watch it, when he does the torture rack, he goes to spin him, his back shifts a little bit.
I think a lot of it though is too like Cena's just he's a heavier dude. So
He's so heavy, yeah.
AJ's not like he's strong, but he's not like super duper strong, even though he is ripped. But like he's not gonna like twist him around like F5 him.
Yeah.
Like, as much torque as and spin as you're gonna get on a guy.
It's up there though, you know what I mean? It's up there though in terms of like it might just be like the one moment where again deep into the match I suppose like you're going for a move that's a lot of risk, but it could just be like the impact on the body. But overall I thought it was fine. I will say I was impressed by the top rope crossroads, but that takes a lot of balance. But I think Rollins is injured.
Oh, because he's on his arm the whole night?
Yeah. Even before that, he looked a little bit off pace. I mean, I think Rollins outworked Cody Rhodes. In honesty, I think Rollins really controlled that match the whole way through. Tempo, even when he was on the back burner taking offense, I actually thought Rollins was actually the far better worker. But in genuine circumstance, I think he is injured. I'd be surprised if he's not, even from that coast to coast. I don't know why you would do a coast to coast for a diving hit, but that's new.
Well, I guess it's two different matches. Like, were they trying? Because the third match, which he didn't have the gear for, was he dressed up like RVD. They had that one match. Like, was the homage?
Yeah.
But also a sort of a weird homage to Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson,
Possibly.
and then also talking about the torture rack. Is that also a thing to Nikki Bella? Because she used to do that. She was a rack attack, and then in the rack attack 2.0, she would fall to her knees because she fucked up her neck. So
Maybe
AJ did a little as your ex-girlfriend, but they did call back.
I mean, it's possible.
Why not Nikki?
I don't know if that would. I don't know if that would necessarily be a callback because he's done that move for years. But if you want to deliberately do the as a callback, then I suppose I would have done the TKO then.
Okay.
If you're going to do a callback to it, I would have done the TKO like the second finish because that would be for me a direct callback. But I do see where you're coming from on the point though. Overall, like I think it's strange. This crowd. I did a show earlier on, and someone put a comment in my chat that really had me burst out laughing. They said this felt like so they did agree in terms of with me where I thought it was just a one match show, but they were like this felt like a crowd like a house show with minions in it because there were so many yellow shirts and everyone was just dressed up like a minion.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, that had me laughing. I was like, okay, I suppose we could all draft in some minions. I mean, I suppose they're going to need to advertise a Groot somewhere. But I generally did start laughing at that. That really had me laughing.
yeah. I said that to you. I was like, "There's so many outfits. There's so many."
And then I was about to say, like, why? And then I was like, oh yeah.
Still, yeah. I need to naturally mark down the show though by a couple of grades because there was no Chelsea Green, so I have to mark it down an even bigger pedestal. So I must do that. The ESPN guy gave us a grade B.
I think I would say
interesting. After giving it a C last month, now straight away it's a B. I'd love to see the criteria. I need to find this criteria.
I do think this PLE was better than WrestlePalooza. I enjoyed this better.
That WrestlePalooza was horrible, regardless.
I don't know.
Yeah, I enjoyed it way
But
more.
yeah, whatever they do next. I mean, you got Saturday night's main event November 1st. Then you got Survivor Series the 29th. Then you got another Saturday night's main event on the December 13th, and then that's it until the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So
Good. We need a break.
I know. They need to reset, let storylines develop a little.
And not
Yeah.
but I'm glad it's in January, Steven.
Yeah.
Well, WWE anyway is a long break, but there's still a few things to come from elsewhere. But I thought, in circumstance, yeah, I do think I will stand on it. They got the main event wrong. Like that was definitely the wrong match to go out with. I'm surprised it ended with Vaquer and Rollins standing in the ring. I was expecting, well, if she's standing there, I'm surprised Becky Lynch hasn't shown up, getting jealous.
Yeah.
Also, it's two Raw people.
Yeah.
I thought they would do 1-1.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what. Well, last year they did the WWE champion and the women's world champion. This year you did both world champions. Both WWE and women's champions both lost, which is opposite. I thought they would have run the exact same as what they did last year. Polar opposites. So I was expecting Rollins to win. I had Vaquer to win as a prediction, but I thought Stratton would have won as counter programming, but I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah. But you got to mix it up a little bit. Reese, before we let you out of here, what is your last shot?
I didn't win the predictions, but I still got John Cena to actually do his job and actually get some points. So that's a score on the board. But apart from that, hit the subscribe button on this channel. They're good folks. If you don't, then there's something wrong with you.
Well done.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Reese Light. Well,
I feel like I'm too close to the microphone for this. People, close your ears.
I know you are way too close to the microphone right now.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Steven.
Hello.
You do like
That's
weedy.
all I can do for that. So, but thank you to Reese for like the last minute inspiration. I had something else up.
Love it.
Touche. Steven, what are you drinking? What are you thinking?
Hey, just drinking water and watching because it's the witching hour. So
I literally turned that off to come down here, Steve. So.
Oh, so sorry. That's all right. Not missing much right now.
Wait.
It's Red Zone Channel stuff.
Oh.
When it gets to the end of the, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're talking about fantasy. Save the fantasy talk for Friday. The champion will be crowned. We will have our crown jewel champion. But anyway, I digress.
Yes.
Steve, what are you thinking?
So the card through one bloodshot eye yesterday morning. I thought it was a lot of that Cena and AJ match was so much fun. And just all the call. I didn't even catch until after the fact that AJ was wearing like TNA gear from 20 years ago. Like, because I read about it afterwards, because apparently the IWC all loved the match so much too, and it was like so much that I missed, but that whole match just made me happy, and this is exactly for however much time AJ Styles has left, this is exactly what I want to see him do too. Let's see him pull out a muscle buster in a match, or Kinshasa kicks. I think Reese already brought that up, or a black hole slam, or an angle slam, and so on and so forth. Or no, he already did the rude bomb during this match. That was the driver onto the knees.
Yep.
Yeah. Just keep going, and the super kick you can take two ways, because you could also say, that's also James Storm, and that's a nod to a couple of people.
Well, yeah, the other person that tried to take credit for it on Twitter this week was James Ellsworth. But
I was not going to bring that.
I know, but yeah,
No gross people.
James Storm. Yeah, I forgot about James Storm. Another one. I wonder if he's going to show up. He had a little bit of a hot second in NXT, so I wonder if he's going to show up during the TNA.
AJ's music was supposed to be James Storm's music.
Ooh.
But I want to see Steven's point in his retirement. Like, I want him to go. We have that relationship. We go to TNA. Have that match with what's his face? Who's the X Division champion now? The young kid, Leon Slater.
Yeah.
Have that match. Give me
Yeah.
that.
I mean, if you know your time, I've said this before. I said this as soon as Cena's retirement tour was announced. If you know your time in the ring is finite, like you know exactly when it's going to end, then start checking off what do you still want to do, whether you've done it already or whether you haven't done it at all. What do you still want to do that's left? And I think it's been discussed. I don't know. He obviously hasn't announced a date. Just next year, that AJ's last match will be at Mania, at the next Mania. But just no storylines. Just keep doing stuff like this. Tributes to TNA. You've had a long enough WWE career that you can start pulling out stuff like that. Tributes to your WWE career and your Ring of Honor career. Keep your Japan career. You've got a lot to work. He's got a lot to work with.
That's true. Have him and Mark have an actual match, not the dick punching contest.
Yeah, that's the one match that is a match I want to see. Run back the Shinsuke match from the classic one from Japan. Just let him cook. Don't do what you did 6 years ago now? Jesus Christ, 6 years ago.
We're old.
Yeah. Yeah. Run. Redo that match and just have it be closer. Physical limitations. So much years later, being what they are now. Honestly, I thought Shinsuke was gone. I thought he went home.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until SmackDown he was still with the company.
Yeah, I was shocked too.
But if he's going to be around, find some place to run that match, that 40-minute classic from Japan.
Put a tight 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Yeah, no dick punches. No, you're right.
Fair. Steve, what else are you thinking?
Oh, okay. The women's tag match.
Mm-hmm.
Io Sky. I think to coin a phrase, a lot of people are saying it. It's not just me saying it. I think Io Sky right now is the best women's wrestler in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea probably is the most over. I know it was the home country crowd, so, but I think Rhea is the most over, but Io is the best as of this moment.
That's a good point. I mean,
Yeah, she's so good.
like every one of her matches is always phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they give her so many opportunities. Like she's had so many, a couple title runs and everything else. But yeah, I mean, how did you? Yeah, you expect? I didn't expect anything less from solid from these four, but I was just disappointed in how in the booking, in the outcome of this match. I don't know. What do you think, Steve?
I think honestly I would have given the victory to Asuka and Kairi because I mean they just turned, quote unquote.
Yeah.
They just turned, and I think that they could have taken that victory and used it to build up to a bigger match, or even War Games, if not something sooner, even part of War Games. And I think I read that all four of them are going to be included in War Games, along with another unexpected name that I read that same report from Uncle Dave. So. Another unexpected call up to be part of one of the teams.
Interesting.
Yeah. But obviously they've been working on this for months to build up to a Rhea versus Io match at Mania. I would hopefully like to see this without, I don't think this is going to happen at all, but if they can build a storyline without either one of them turning heel, and they're both supportive of each other, and spirit of competition, and let's do it. It's not going to happen in a million years, but I would like to see that, and I look forward to that match.
If they do, it would have to. Would it be Rhea turning heel? And I don't think you can turn Rhea heel. But Io turning heel makes no sense after Asuka turning heel on her.
No, I don't. Do you think we've reached the point where Rhea is unturnable?
I think so. I
Possible.
don't think people are going to boo her.
I don't know.
What would she
know.
have to do? I don't think her beating up Io is going to make people boo her.
Yeah.
Well, who would she have to turn on and put in the hospital to do that?
Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I literally, I don't know what woman she'd have to beat up.
Well, Damian Priest.
Too far.
Well, Damian Priest is about to start taking Hurricane Ranas from Zelina now. So,
Turtle. I love that so flippin' much.
That's gonna be exciting.
so not out of the realm of possibility. But seriously, put Damian Priest in the hospital. Could happen.
I literally don't know who she could put in the hospital. I'd be like, oh, Brie, that was too far. That was too much.
I mean, remember they tried turning Stone Cold heel, didn't work.
Yeah.
They tried turning Cena heel, didn't work.
Hated it.
Yeah, just
Ouch.
has Rhea reached that point yet where there is no way the audience would accept her becoming a heel?
I think so.
And yeah, you can't really turn. Yeah, well, I don't know that you can't turn Io heel. Yeah, I don't want to see it, at least not now. But hopefully whatever they figure out, it's good and convincing, and we can all roll with it. And we know the match is going to be excellent when they get to it. So
that's true. Steve, before we let you get out of here, what is your last shot, sir?
Oh, so where do you go with Cena now? He's got 4 appearances left. The two Raws in November, Survivor Series, and Saturday night's main event. With 2 of those dates are rumored to be already set. Survivor Series against Dom for the IC title, and his retirement match against Gunther. Of course, nothing official till they say so. And then the 2 Raws, the one in Boston and the one in I think that's the Garden.
Yeah, it's Garden.
Yeah. Well, that'll be something.
Garden, Madison Square.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you even give them a storyline? You just announce the match and that's it at this point, or like what do you even bother doing anything with them?
So my fear is with Dom is he never had the IC strap. Does he take the IC strap off Dom and drop it to Gunther? Because also Gunther has never had the IC belt.
Yeah, he has.
No, he had it for a long time.
Yes. I take it back. I take it back.
Longest reigning.
I take that back.
If they're going to do that with, see, I think Gunther's beyond the IC belt at this point. If they're going to do that with Gunther, then use it as a vehicle to bring back Ilya, which I know I've been trying to find an excuse for them to do that for a long time now. I understand he's ready, but I don't know if you want to do that. Plus, you don't need that as part of Cena's retirement match because it's already Cena's retirement match.
So then is Dom beating John Cena?
So no.
With
Dom beat AJ.
Well, what do you do? Do you introduce shenanigans into that match? I mean, do you introduce all the Grande Americanos? And then he's like, oh, is Cena going to get back at the Grande Americanos or Judgment Day? I mean, no. Dom would have to beat him clean. And I don't see that happening.
Right. So I think unless the belt's not on the line, I don't want to I do want to see that match, but I don't want Dom to lose the IC belt.
I think the only storyline, going back to Steve's original thing, it's like there's no storyline you can give Cena now because everything's closed. The only storyline you could have given him, and which I thought made sense for Lesnar coming back, was that The Rock was behind pulling the strings, and if The Rock was in shape to give him one last match, that would be the penultimate because that was the biggest match of his career. So that's the only storyline you can give at this point in time if the other two matches are penciled in.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
but it's not now he's with the Smashing Machine, and I don't think Rock's going to be anywhere near the WWE.
No, and he wants to stay. I mean, unless he just doesn't do anything physical. But yeah, he's got the Scorsese film all lined up and going to be starting filming, I think, in January. Yeah. And no insurance company is for a movie is going to want to insure him if he's gonna go do stuff in the ring and ruin the possibility of getting hurt and then delaying the production, which will cost a lot of money. Excuse me.
Especially with the Scorsese movie, I don't think you're going to do anything to mess up a chance of being in a. I just really like Scorsese, but I don't think you're going to do anything to jeopardize that.
No, because you have to pay if anything's delayed because The Rock can't film. I mean, you have to pay all those hundreds of people that are on the crew anyway.
Yeah,
that's the agreement. So that's going to cost the studio a lot more money, and this movie's already going to be costing a lot of money. So unless they can find a way for him to do it and not take any bumps, if he's just going to come out and do some kind of promo, or finally come out and hold up the three fingers and explain what in the hell that was, as he never said. Yeah. And but no, there's not going to be a Cena Rock match. I don't think Rock's going to do anything physical until after that movie's done being filmed.
Right. Not that I agree. That was the only storyline that you could wrap up at this point. He has nothing else that he's involved in.
Yeah.
To me, Steve, pleasure as always.
As always, welcome home.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Be back.
I have to read. I can't read. I don't like being on this side.
Jeez. Oh, get your computer.
I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. My work computer is fucking.
Reese is saying, I wonder if they go down the Sheamus route. First WWE title, he beat Cena, and then first IT title, he beat Cena. That's interesting.
Is Sheamus Cena something I'm clamoring for? Oh. Then also, he did the Skull Crusher finale, and apparently, the Miz is upset that he's not on this thing, and I don't know. I really don't. I worry if Meltzer is right and it is Dom and Cena. I don't want him to drop it. Because again, if it's going to be Gunther then again, that doesn't need the belt. Gunther be well, I just killed Goldberg. I'm going to kill you now. Make him tappy tap tap.
Yeah, exactly. Chris B, Jet fan, tough day.
Sure. Oh.
Send support, and subscribe. Definitely smash the old like and subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously goes a long way. Nikki, it's been a fun one.
It's been a weird one.
As we
fun. It's always fun.
We're getting back into it.
We're back at the bar.
Where we belong.
We'll be with you on our normal Friday happy hour with all you kids. So thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yes.
I'm not allowed behind the bar anymore. I'm bothering Nick.
We gotta get you out. You give away too much stuff.
I was looking for the Santa Cousin socks.
Yes, they're mysterious. But
I can't play with anything. No fun.
I'll give you something to play with.
Ugh. Oh, thank you. Linda's not still watching.
Yeah, you bet Linda's not still watching. Caption's gone in this relationship. Unbelievable. Misleading. But yes, we will be back here. We're actually back here Friday with our normal spot, 6 p.m. for the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I will be here probably tomorrow on a just throwing up, winging it, watch along as Raw starts at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So if you want to come along, hang out, chat a little wrestling, maybe open up the phone lines if Nikki's working, keep myself busy on.
The dog is literally underneath the bar stool right
Yeah, see, I know. Well, everyone's trying to get behind the bar over here, Nikki. See, this is what happens. You can't have you behind the bar. These crazy things happen. Unbelievable. But we'll let our not-so-CCO Triple H take us out.
Thought we had a spectacular event tonight. Very excited that so far everybody seems to have come out unscathed. You know, banged up, bumps and bruises, but nobody seriously injured, which I always hold my breath on these events. You want to see people have the best outing that they can possibly have and make memories, but do it safely. And we were able to do that tonight.
Able to do that tonight, Nikki.
Yeah.
Another great night here at the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. We will see you Friday. And as Steven's put, Halloween is on a Friday this year, so we're going to have another special episode on a Friday. Fridays, a lot of holidays fall on
So
Friday.
wear your Halloween costumes.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do
Dressing
some fun
up. Linda, if you're still on, Nick owes Brianna a Halloween costume, which I am very much holding him to.
stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how that all. Reese, pleasure as always. Reese, I'm expecting you with a costume on Halloween, so get ready. But until next time, you do not have to go home.
But you can't